I expect that there may be a little bit more technical downside to this market, but that's going to reverse itself to the upside over the course of Q4. And the big reason I say this is whether it's the Merck announcement this morning, whether it's the vaccination rates that are progressing globally, whether it's vaccines for kids that are being available, this is going to lead to further reopening. The reason why we were talking about the supply chain issues is because China ports shut down and, Malaysia did and Vietnam did. And there's so many disruptions that we've had to contend with. But as we have better means of dealing with this pandemic and it's becoming more of an endemic, that I think growth rebounds and we're not going to be dealing with some of these concerns. So that's the big reason why I'm optimistic for Q4. The other thing I'll say is seasonality is now turning to be on our side, because we know that the market is up 78% of the time in Q4 since 1970. And in the last 20 years, it's been up 4.5% on average. If you exclude the negatives, it's up about 7%.
Octobers can be Octobers to remember, not always in great ways, though. And we just had we were just talking to the head of TPG, actually, 2 days ago, and he said, put your seatbelt on. You putting your seatbelt on?
Look, I will say that near term, the fact that we didn't hold the 100-day moving average and the fact that we're not yet at technically oversold levels, that does give me pause that there may be a little bit of further downside. And, the good way to measure that is maybe there's another 5% down to the next stopping point, which is a 200-day moving average. So I am watching that. I'm not sure what triggers it. Maybe it's Washington, maybe it's something else. So I'm watching it. But at the same time, I'm not going to say, let's just wait for that and sit on the sidelines. I think there's tangible things that investors can do. And one thing that I'll point to, for example, is in the options market. If you look at the put pricing right now and the volatility has blown out so much on the put pricing, you can sell that put, you can monetize that volatility, and you can buy the call option, which is very cheap, relatively speaking. So I think there's things that you can do to position for a little bit more downside in October and an eventual rebound into year end.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.